They speak of glory, of banners high and dragons slain. But what they never speak of is the blood trapped beneath the steel, the bones that cracked during marches, or the silence that followed after a battle. You wish to know what it's truly like to be a knight? Then steel yourself, for I shall reveal what no bar dares to sing. The burden of the armor. Being a knight began long before you lifted a sword. It began the moment you strapped on your first piece of armor. Chainmail alone could weigh nearly 30 pounds. Add a full steel harness atop it, and you're pushing 60 to 80 pounds of metal that bites your shoulder, crushes your back, and cooks your flesh beneath the summer sun. And forget Hollywood elegance. Relieving yourself in full plate, a near impossible feat. Your squire became your only hope, lest you disgrace yourself in the heat of a siege or ceremony. It wasn't glamorous. It was grinding. You sweat, you stank, and yet you stood tall. You had to. Honor was stitched into every strap of that halberd. It wasn't just your body bearing the weight. It was your family name. Training, trials, and trauma. To become a knight, you weren't simply handed a sword. You were forged like steel. From the age of 7, you served as a page, fetching, cleaning, learning etiquette. Then, as a squire, you learned to ride, to bleed, to break. Your master knight would not coddle you. His blade was your tutor, and it showed no mercy. Jousting wasn't a sport. It was war disguised in velvet. You could break a rib in training and be expected to fight the next day. Knights learned early. Pain was a constant companion, and fear was something to hide behind a visor. No one told you about the nightmares, the sound of hooves thundering through your mind as you relived your first kill. The brotherhood of knighthood was built on trust, trauma, and the terrifying truth that tomorrow's dawn might be your last. And yet, in the rare moments of peace, between the fury of war and the silence of memory, a knight found solace in a simple ritual. After days on the march or hours in the saddle, I, King Emilio the Armored One, would return to the hall and grip a vessel, not just of drink, but of dignity. The Alma Kingdom Blazing Dragon Sigil Guard Mug, 14 ounces of hand-forged reverence. Its sculpted crest bears the dragon of valor, the weight of it firm in the hand, like a hilt of a trusted sword. This was not made for decoration. It was made for those who endure. And so, in those fleeting, firelit evenings, I'd raise this mug not in celebration, but in remembrance. Remembrance of those we left behind. The cost of glory. Knighthood came at a price far higher than coin. You lost friends. You saw fellow knights fall beside you in the mud, crying out for their mothers who long been buried. You carried their bodies when you could, buried them when you had time, forgot them when you had no choice. And yet, you marched on, because to be a knight was not to be free. It was to be duty-bound. To a king like me, to a kingdom, to the code. When your sword arm failed, so too did your worth in court. Many a knight ended up as crippled old men, telling stories to peasants who no longer bow. But for those who endured, legends were carved in their name. The legacy of the Knight's Oath. The armor rests in the steel doors, but the oath is eternal. Every knight swore fealty not just with words, but with their very soul. That sacred vow bound them beyond the battlefield, to protect the innocent, uphold justice, and bear the weight of their lineage in unwavering resolve. In the quiet moments after war, the true test began. Living up to the tales told by minstrels, standing tall for those who could not, and passing the flame of honor to the next generation. And so, when I raise my blazing dragon sigil guardman, it is not merely for myself. It is a salute to every knight who came before, and to those who will rise after me. Because to wear the armor is to carry a legacy, one forged in pain, sacrifice, and unyielding courage.